This is a training video on the generic use of eCasenote, which is the electronic replacement system for the existing paper case note where all information about patients is stored. Example, treatment episodes and any interactions with NHS services. The eCasenote is there to support clinical care and allow secure and easy access to relevant information. By accessing any clinical application, you are agreeing to the terms and conditions regarding access to clinical information as stated on the clinical application's request form. You are also reminded that you must only access patients' records where you have a legitimate need to do so. All clinical systems have audit trails which log users' access and movements on patient information systems. These are monitored regularly for inappropriate or misuse of access. You must ensure that when you have finished working in eCasenote, you log out of the system by selecting the Logout button on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Failure to log out could result in data being accessed by unauthorized users. If you have forgotten your credentials, you can contact the IT help desk on 34100 and log a call for a reminder or reset. eCasenote is accessed via your Hippo homepage, Applications, All Applications, and then by selecting eCasenote. This takes you to the login screen for eCasenote. So let's log in to the system with the credentials that we have been given. You should now see a screen displaying a series of tabs near the top of the screen from the left: Patient Search, Recent Patients, My Patients Lists, Inpatients, Clinics, and My Audit Trail, and also a Search Criteria area over on the left of the screen. Let's look at the tabs in more depth. Patient Search tab, How to find a patient. You can search for a patient using any of the fields displayed. However, the most accurate and safest way to search is to use the patient's CAI number. Type this information and click on Search to locate their details. Alternatively, you will need 3 of the other fields to let you select the patient. Activity Summary. Following your search, select the patient as displayed across the screen. This area will change to a shaded colour as the patient's details are being loaded. An alerts box will be visible at this stage, which should be read if you are not aware of these, or closed if you are aware. The patient's activity summary is set as the default screen, but you can change the default screen to another view by selecting the star here on the screen of the page you wish to be the default screen. The star will be displayed in gold on the default screen. The activity summary gives a view of all documents in the eCasenote system, with the most recent documents at the top. The activity summary can be filtered by specialty, under additional information, or by period under interval. Please note the documentation group filter is currently in development. Clicking on the document name will open the document over the top of the activity summary and will open a separate tab near the top of your screen. How to navigate through the folder structure to find the documents. You will see a list of folders and documents over on the left hand side of your screen. This area is used to navigate through folders to find the required documents. By clicking on the General folder, you will see all the subfolders that you have access to, and by clicking on one of these subfolders, for example Care Plans, you will see a list of care plans filed for that patient in date order with the most recent one on top. To hide these care plans again, simply click on the Care Plans subfolder and then click on the General folder, and so on. Legacy notes. Legacy notes display a block of scanned documentation instead of an actual page. Our scanning team carry out legacy scanning with a scan as is approach. This simply means that they are not checking through the notes to make sure it is ordered and perfect before the scanning commences. If the records are in the wrong order in the existing paper case note, then the scanning team will replicate that wrong order in the legacy scan. The scanning team will also scan the volumes as they are. If a patient has multiple volumes, they will have multiple legacy scans. Similarly, if they have visited several service areas, they will have several legacy scans. The exception to this will be the removal of some lab results which are routinely viewed via the lab web browser.